Assalamu alaikum. This is lecture 29 of web design and development, and it will provide you an overview of the XML. So here are the lecture contents. In this lecture, I will give you an overview of the XML, its uses, its elements and attributes, and how the XML is used in applications. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. A markup language is used to provide information about a document. Tags are added to the document to provide the extra information. HTML tags tell a browser how to display document. On the other hand, XML tags give the reader some idea what some of the data means. A metadata language, XML is a metadata language that allows you to create and format your own document markup. XML documents are used to transfer data from one place to another, often over the internet. So XML and HTML are quite related to each other. However, they are slightly different. A method for putting structured data into a text file using the XML. These files must be easy to read, unambiguous, extensible, and platform independent. On the other hand, HTML tags have a fixed meaning and only the browser knows what it is. XML tags are different for different applications and users know when and what they mean. HTML tags are used for display and XML tags are used to describe documents and data. There is no display information. So HTML tags and attributes are predetermined and rigid content and formatting can be placed such as paragraph or other elements. These HTML tags are designed to represent the presentation structure of a document, thus more effective for machine than human. HTML tags provide interaction, loose syntax as compared to XML. On the other hand, XML allows users to specify what each tag and attribute means. Content and the format are separate. Formatting is contained in a style sheet. XML is designed to represent the logical structure of a document, therefore more effective for machine to machine. Interaction is syntax is strictly defined. XML have certain advantages. XML is text-based and it takes up less space. It can be easily transmitted. One XML document can be displayed differently in different media such as HTML, video CD or DVD. You can only have to change the XML document in order to change all the rest. XML documents can be modularized, parts can be reused. XML is truly portable data, easily readable, it is very expressive, it is very flexible and customizable, it is easy for programs, and it is easy to convert into other representation. XML is a transformation language and many additional standards and tools are available and it is widely used and supported. So here this slide shows the XML document example tree. Each XML file starts with the XML version information. Most common is XML version 1. And then there will be tag, as in this case the main tag is the address, and then we have a name, email, phone, birthday tags, and each specifying some information, and finally closing the address tag. The actual benefit of using XML is highly depends on the design of the application. XML is used for content management, and all the content from the database can be used to display in any format. For example, in this case, we have an XML repository, and XML to HTML is used to display into the web browser. XML to WML language is used for the browsers in the mobile applications or mobile application, and simply XML can be converted to PDF using as XML to PDF converter. Similarly, database can also be created with the XML documents, and you can use the legacy systems such as SAP to convert it to the XML format. Then on the other hand, XML format can be sent from the buyer to the supplier, which again converts to the legacy system using any other language to the storage format. XML is mostly used for metadata information, such as in this case we have an article and it has a section information, and number of section information are provided, and then some site ID is provided. So XML elements are freely definable tags: article, title, author, or you can use any other tag. So you can use the start tag as provided here, or you can use the end tag with the backslash. So elements are can be start of the tag, end of the tag, and the information in the tag. Elements have a name, such as in this case article, and the content. Elements may be nested, such as there can be other elements in one element. Element may be empty, such as this is an empty tag. Elements contain content that is typically passed character, data, or string with the special characters. Each XML document has exactly one root element and forms a tree. Elements with a common parents are ordered. Elements may have attributes in the start tag that have the name and a value. For example, in this case, we have a section number attribute that is equal to 1. So what is the difference between the elements and the attributes? Only one attribute with a given name per element or per arbitrary number of sub-elements. Attributes have no structure, simply strings. So which elements can have sub-elements? So as a rule of thumb, content goes into the elements and metadata goes into the attributes. For example, if you want to specify a person, you have to specify the tag person, and the content of the elements attributes is the born value and the died value, and then specifying the name into the content of the element as Alan Turing, ending with the tag. So a well-formatted XML document must adhere to other uh, and some following rules. So it is necessary to have every element starting with the tag and ending with the same tag. So element may nest but must not overlap. That means uh, after starting any element, you have to close the nesting elements. There must be exactly one root element of the page. Attribute values must be quoted. An element may not have two attributes with the same name, which can be possible in the HTML documents. And comments and processing instructions may not appear inside the tags, and no unescaped or letters such as greater than or less than sign and sign may appear inside the character data. Only well-formatted documents can be processed by XML parsers. So there are different approaches to display XML. One is extensible style language. Next one is document style and semantic language. And finally cascading style sheets. So CSS were originally designed to display HTML, but XML browsers can also use this. Unlike CSS, which utilizes the formatting and style instructions to directly display the XML document, XL, XSL normally first transform the XML document into a suitable format for displays such as HTML or RTF rich text format. In this, it sends this to an XML XSL processor such as a browser or application, which then generates the required HTML or RTF output. Therefore, the extensible style language sheet has two parts: transforming and formatting. XML has number of applications, and most common applications are database applications. However, it can also be used with the document mockup along with the HTML. It can also be used for mathematical mockup language. It can be used for messaging between different business platforms, channel format definitions, meta content definitions, uh, resource description formats, scalable vector graphics, and in the synchronized media integration language. That is end about the discussion about the introduction of XML. If you want to read more, you can look at the general internet sources about the XML, or you can look at this lecture provided at the link. Thank you very much.